Today I'm going to show you guys how I put the backing, funnel post, and the center stabilizer on my project. The first thing is the piece with no backing. Once you have it done, you want to figure out your shape and how you want to put your stabilizing piece in the middle, which I said is my for sale sign, yard sale sign, thick plastic that I use. This is a circle, so all I had to do is grab my little circles and it'll show me that I need this size to cut, because I always want to leave like a little edge of beads on the edge. So once I have that, go and trace your design on the circle. Once you have that, cut it out, and when you cut it out, it should just have one row of beads on the outside showing. That's what I do for everything I do. Like that will have one line of beads around the edge showing. Even this will be the actual shape, but I'm going around with another row of beads, but that will be the final shape I need to cut it to. Just so then when I'm doing my edging, I'm not sewing through the plastic, because it's kind of difficult to push through that. So once you have that done, you want to do your funnel post and take it apart, because there's a leather bag and the holes clips onto your ears so it doesn't fall out, like so. So you want to take it apart, have your piece there, get your pencil and mark at the bottom and somewhere where the post comes through on top. And just line up a little bit as best you can, because you're going to cut here, you're going to cut across this little space open here and on the sides. And that will help the flap open, so then you can get where the lever is action post through. And you want to make a little slit for the post. So just go through with your exact knife, cut. Don't have to force down, hold it tight. Just do a few light passes, and it'll go through pretty easy. And just poke down and just go across. Same thing until you get something like that. It's not pretty, but no one's really going to see it between your actual backing and the front of this. Just be sandwiched in between. So like I said, it's put through and push, kind of just clips in place and stays. Once you have that, and then you want to figure out which way you want to have your piece and it lined up. Put my mind there and there, lined up with the center. So once you have that and this, make sure this is big enough so then it has a little wiggle room. So you have so when you cut your center, you can stretch and move your fabric around. Okay, so now you need your glue, a piece of scrap paper, whatever you have. And normally I glue the back of this first. Just apply around the edges on the back of your post, underneath a little bit. These just along the edges where it's going to make contact with your project piece. And then you just want to glue it on, figure out where you need to center it, adjust it to where you need it. There's a lot of play here, but there's a lot of wiggle room for you to adjust your post to be at. And normally when I do two of them at the same time, I go and try to have it centered on both sides. And then if we open it up, I want to make sure these two are lined up. So then it's lined across this way and it's lined across this way. Once that's good, then I go on to the next part. And this is why I always extra, because it always seems to leak out and I don't want to put the top on, because I know put glue inside here, so always have extra. Then now it's time to cut the slit for this. Put that on top. Get your X-Acto knife. Figure out where it is. Move it. Make your slit just big enough for your piece to go through. Just wiggle across, hold it. Move the wrong direction. But there, and then you can center it, go across here, up on top, to make the hole on top. Ooh. I go here, bring it close, my X-Acto knife, make a little cut. So then you can go through in the exact place. So then there's no bunching, no forcing it through. Because if you do force it through, there's a little post it's kind of barely welded into. And if you push too hard, you can either bend your post. This was bent. But you can move around. But you can actually force that little post out of there. But once you have it ready, then you can apply glue to it. I normally start with the bottom half first. Clean it off. Just run it close to the edge. I don't put it on the actual fabric, my fabric stabilizer, unless I need to. Because if you put some in there, it will harden and you have to beat through that. And the glue is not really the best thing to beat through, unless using glovers. So just flatten it out. If you feel any high spots or ripples in it, just even it out, make it flat, and when you're done, you'll have a flat piece, not this a lumpy piece here and there. And it gives you time to adjust and move things around so you have your opening right. Since that's already cut, I can go through and just apply my glue to the other half where I need it. Come back through the hole that I made, so I'm not really forcing anything, and just go through and flatten everything out. Line stuff up, push things around. The X-Acto knife is really handy if you need to push this down around the edges. So then I do a little more. Just make it look pretty. You can push around the edge and flatten it out, and push here, flatten it out, just so it has a really nice, clean look. And once you have it, check your PCN. Always check, because once you're gluing on this side, it may shift, may move, may do all kinds of stuff, but go back around and check it. Make sure it's lined up still. Bring out the piece to the side. Make sure they're lined up, and they're lined up this way. And then once you have it, and you let it sit for, hold on to it for just a while, or let it sit around. But not too long, because you need to trim. Well, I trimmed the edge just quick, just so I know that it's not in my way. And that's it. Normally it's just like little small scrap pieces. And what I do with this is that I get it and I'm gonna wrap around my glue, clean the edge tip, and close it up so my tip doesn't get clogged up with glue and it's not hard to close, and it lasts quite a while. And then I can just get rid of my excess. And that's it. Just make sure. And that's done. And there it is. I'll have these ready sometime, but It's just that simple. I mean, it's going to be stable. It's not going to. This doesn't have it, so that's a big difference. This does have it, so it's hard to bend, but it stays and keeps its shape. As you can see, that stays flat, and now kind of curls up, does all this. So the little plastic does help, keeps it stable. Plus, when you beat around it, you might be able to see there's a little line that you can go through. And it helps out. So that's it. No edging. Edging to be done on a different video because I have different kinds of edging styles to do, and that needs to have a little more in-depth, hands-on feel to it. But that's it. Thank you.